Hey everyone, I don't know about you, but I really like movies. I watch them all the time, so I thought I'd make a new video series talking about all the movies I watch every month, new or old. Let's not waste any more time and jump right into it. This is every movie I watched in January 2026.
The zombies are coming.
We Bury the Dead follows Ava searching for her husband after a military experiment goes wrong, killing all life in Tasmania. She joins a body retrieval unit in hopes to find closure for both her loss and how she had left that relationship. This movie is interesting. It is not your typical zombie movie and uses the concept to tell a story about grief and the words we leave unsaid. I can respect what it was going for, but at the same time, I didn't quite like it. The pacing is very slow. There's no real highlights in the film. The most memorable part for me was the zombie baby at the end, but other than that, it just didn't stick with me at all. I am really struggling to come up with stuff to say about this film. 2.5 stars.
What is wrong with you? Why are you blue?
This was a first time watch, and I have a bit more to say about Avatar. You know, the movie with the blue people. Avatar takes place in the distant future where mankind has turned Earth into a wasteland and stripped it of all its resources. Now they are attempting to do the same to this new planet, Pandora, all for this one metal that they have that's worth a lot back home. The native people do not like this, and humans have created their own avatars to attempt to resolve these tensions. This is a very abrupt explanation because this is a long movie with a lot of stuff going on. Starting with the things I like, the visuals are breathtaking. The fact they were able to pull this film off at all, let alone in 2009, is just amazing. I think the bits of character work are all pretty solid. All of them get the job done. I like the good guys, the bad guys are easy to root against, all some decently good stuff. The design of Pandora and its creatures are all great. The action is pretty good, and I do think the lore of this world does hold up pretty well. That being said, this wasn't one of my favorites by a long shot. I think the movie is way too long. Like, they could have cut 15 to 20 minutes and it would probably help the runtime. The narration can get a bit on the nose at times, especially that opening 10 or so minutes where Jake just says everything he's feeling for the audience. And while I think the lore stands on its own pretty well, I do think the story is rather safe and doesn't take many risks. The visuals were holding it up in that department. As someone who was hating just to hate before seeing this film, I can see the appeal, but this first film didn't really do it for me. It's good though. Maybe a rewatch will make me like it more. But for now, 3 stars. Fellowship of the Ring is a very enjoyable film. There is a lot in this film, so I'm not gonna recap and just go through my likes. I found myself very immersed in the world and characters of this story. All these characters, relationships, and dynamics all fit together and make the film feel all the more real despite how mystical it is. Frodo and Gandalf specifically are instantly a highlight just a few minutes in. The lore of this world is incredibly fascinating, and I also love how it doesn't feel the need to explain every little thing to you in detail. Like the demon in the cave is just a normal thing. It makes the world feel more real when it doesn't feel the need to explain everything to you like you're 5 years old. That being said, when it does take the time to explain, like with the prologue, it does it very well. My one little issue is that it's a bit long, but I did watch the extended edition, so maybe the theatrical version doesn't have that issue. That's more of a nitpick than anything, and that slow pace does help out with making everything feel earned in the story. I appreciate its ability to let the audience take in everything. This movie has been talked about a lot, so I'm not sure what else to add to the conversation. 4.5 stars. And that's all the movies I watched in January 2026. Not my most eventful movie month, but it was pretty good nonetheless. All of these were new movies for me, and I'll be watching a couple more in February, so stay tuned for that. And a quick message to my subscribers. This past year I've been slacking a bit on movie related videos. It's a bit more difficult doing an individual video for a new movie every single week, but with this series I'm hoping to address that. So you can expect it to be back for February's movies. I hope you enjoyed the video, and there's 2 videos I'm sure you will love popping up in the card right now. If any of them catch your eye, I will see you there.